I can't believe I'm about to say this, but it has been 6 months since we've lived here in Japan. Life looks very different for us here in Japan than it did in Germany, and we're going to talk about some of the things that we love about it, and also give our honest thoughts on if we feel like we made a mistake leaving Europe to come here to Asia. Bye-bye!
Well, we've made it here to Mira Beach. The sand is piping hot.
And this is supposed to be swimming in the water.
Yes.
Because we've seen a lot of kids where they just swim in the water.
We're here to have a fun time, huh?
Yes.
Let's go, huh?
Let's go.
It is a very sunny day here, but it's a beautiful day, and we're very excited because we brought out the paddleboard, the stand-up paddleboard. We've missed this thing. It's been too long since we've used it. We're trying to actually decide when the last time it was that we did, but here it is.
It's a great workout.
Our girls are wearing these like white jacket covers that we've seen a lot of Japanese children have. Yep. As Willa already told you, you can swim in them, but that's really smart here for the UV protection. This isn't like something we haven't seen. I was just surprised when we went to the onsen with my parents of like how many people were wearing like full sleeve covers or jackets, because we were inside. There was just like one little area that was outside, but I think they definitely cover up more than other places where we've ever lived. Hey, you're supposed to have your hat on. Noah, keep it on. You're just like Willa. Everyone thought we didn't put hats on our kids, but they just take them off. Huh. Your teeth. Hey.
Go, Noah, go! Here, you want to hold this? So today our adventures take us here to Mira Beach, and this is quickly becoming one of our favorite places to be. This is our third time just this year already coming to the beach, and it's really awesome being so close to the coast where we have so many options. We love this one just because it's a really big open beach, you're not crowded, and there's easy parking just right along the road here. We just spent the last little bit just being out on the paddleboard, enjoying the soft, quiet waves, and just enjoying being outdoors. It's honestly been quite a shock moving from Germany, especially how deep south we were in Germany, to living just 20 minutes, 10-minute walk in some places, and just like a 20-minute drive to so many beaches around here. It's quite a shock, but we do love the change and love the opportunity that we have to get outside and to experience coastal life.
You loved it. Did you get a little wet and you loved it? I know. They'll come back. We can get a little snack and then maybe you can go out. Not that far though. Not only do we love living by the coast, but we have so many grocery stores. Literally anything that we want and need to buy within a 5 to 10 minute walk or bike ride from us. It is a convenience that we've never experienced. I feel like the furthest we've ever been to a grocery store was when we lived in Germany, and so coming from there is just like this newfound convenience that we've never experienced, and I'm loving it. It's so convenient for so many reasons. Like if we forget something, we can just go. It's not a big deal. Like Tanner can just pick it up on his way home from work because he bikes to work, so it's just literally a stop right along the way that he can get some groceries for us. If not, I'm like, I'll just go when Willa's at school and me and Noah will go walk. I am trying to get out and find more movement in my day anyways, so when I'm on a walk, like I will pass by one anyways. I'm sure that we're buying a few more things because we're just so close, but it's nice because produce doesn't seem to last very long here. I don't know, but once things do get out of the plastic, it seems to ripen or soften up faster. I can just buy what we need for that day or for the next, 2 to 3 days, and not have to worry about like buying in bulk. Really gonna miss having a baby right there on my chest, huh?
It's pretty easy to recognize that as an island, Japan has tons of coastline, which means we have tons of seafood just really easily available. Even at the convenience stores, they have like little sashimi sets and like fresh seafood. The grocery stores are also a really fun place to go and get some if you're not even gonna go to a restaurant. So we've definitely loved having some fresh food, sashimi, sushi, shrimp, tempura, lots and lots of fresh, delicious food. I don't think that we bought seafood all that often, and if we did, it was like lox or salmon. Now, although that we live in Japan and we've talked about like the fresh seafood and it's definitely been loved, we had to also talk about something else that is kind of hilarious because it's not Japanese at all. But living in a bigger city, and especially probably with a larger American population as well, but especially because we're in a larger city, we have options to a ton of ethnic foods. The one that I have to say that we love the most is having fresh Indian or Nepalese. That is just like by far our favorite thing to get when we have takeout. In fact, we have to like limit ourselves to like once or twice a week sometimes because we love it so much, and it currently is quite affordable for us. In general, it's just cheaper to eat out than it was in Germany, and so we definitely have been doing that more, and we love it. Of course, we don't just only go out to Indian when we go to eat out. There's tons of other places that we've tried, especially Japanese restaurants, having gyoza, having ramen, and tons of other foods that we've been trying along the way. We've had a blast trying the different food options. And one thing we've really enjoyed for the convenience as well is using Uber Eats or like a food delivery service to be able to bring our food to us without having to go out. I have to say that I'm really surprised because the delivery fees for this is like 50 yen. 50 yen, which currently in the like market for the last few months is like what, 35 cents, give or take a little bit, and we definitely tip at the end of it, but it's extremely cheap to have the food delivered, and it's just so foreign because even food delivery in the States or in Germany is just much more expensive.
Obviously today we're away from our home, which means we're away from our Wi-Fi. And something that I haven't done yet, and honestly don't have plans to do, is get rid of my US number. I've kept it since we even moved to Germany, and so that's been like my main point of contact, is using that. Thankfully, a lot of the contacts that I had in Germany had WhatsApp, and so that's how I would communicate with them. And here in Japan, I use other messaging apps to communicate with the locals. But thanks to mobile, I have an eSIM and I've been using it. It's been so nice because I have a Japanese number and I'm able to have like complete coverage, fast, high-speed data anywhere I go, and I'm loving that. Mobile's Japan SIM card and eSIM provide voice and data services, ideal for both long-term residents and those visiting short-term. There's a lot of benefits for choosing mobile, and I'm going to explain some of them. So the first one is getting a Japanese phone number. Now, having a Japanese phone number is very important. In order to set up a Japanese bank account, you have to have a phone number. Another thing is contacting Japanese Yochin. We're calling them a lot, or they're sending us updates, and it's just so nice to be able to directly call them, have a Japanese phone number, and it's no issue. The second thing is you're getting ultra-fast data on trusted networks here in Japan. There's no contracted included in this. You can cancel at any time. Another benefit that we love about this company is that they donate a lot of their profits to projects here in Japan and also in Malawi. And not only do they have an eSIM and SIM card options, but they also have a mobile pay prepaid MasterCard available for use. Getting a payment card here in Japan can be very difficult. Setting up a Japanese bank account is not easy. When we went, we had to have a local with us, someone who's fluent in Japanese, help us. Working with mobile is very convenient because they make it so much easier for foreigners or expats to have some sort of payment card. Be sure to click the link in our description below where you can learn more and purchase one of these for yourselves.
Another thing I wanted to touch on is the exchange rate between the yen and the US dollar. That has actually been at all-time lows, or like highs, I guess, for the dollar, but the yen has been becoming weaker and weaker as we've been here, which we thought it was actually pretty weak. Like, people would use comparisons as saying going to Japan is like getting 30% off of things now because of the exchange rate, and it has only, over the last few weeks, it has only been becoming weaker and weaker. So obviously for us, where we are used to US dollar and that's what we're getting charged like on our credit cards and pulling money out of the ATMs, it definitely has been to our advantage. It's unfortunate for the local economy, and of course we don't have any direct control on that. We're obviously still going out and purchasing groceries, purchasing things, but that has been an interesting thing to have kind of go in our favor, I guess, during our time.
This says, please open this tiny thing, but it's pretty hard. You have to do a lot of work there.
That's what it says?
Yes, look at that.
Peach jelly.
Peach jelly, guys.
Have you ever had it?
No.
Let's try it.
Yes, it looks like.
Oh, it's like clear. It's like kind of juicy, huh? Actually, it's like thicker than I thought. I think there's a little bit of like the juice within like there, but most of it is like a thick jelly. We see a lot of like peach flavored stuff. And melon.
You said peach, and it reminds me of the little peach gelato that they have at the 7-Eleven just over here. We might have to get that.
We might have to get that.
It's jelly.
Oh, whoa. There we go.
There's the jelly. There you go.
Itekimasu. Mirasama, kenzayonara. Mirasama, kenzayonara. Ite ni. Santi koroko dana hachikyuju ni.
It's the next day and we've made our way here to the Yokosuka Iris Garden, and this is one of our first Japanese gardens that we've been to. It's quite a large area and it's very peaceful. You can hear the insects, the birds. It's windy but sunny. It is like amazing temperature right now. It's perfect. We were just saying we're happy we came like later in the day because it's just like such a calming feeling and environment. Before we ended out the video, we wanted to talk about a few more things about our life here in Japan and share that with you. So I know that we've mentioned the convenience of so many things being close by and just like walking distance, and there was a couple more things that came to mind that are indeed so close to us. So many of the things are part of like the wellness culture here. So we have a massage parlor very close to our house. We were very happy when we found out about that because our insurance actually covers massages and acupuncture. I've also dabbled into the head spa culture here, so that's been really awesome to experience. We have a lot of different hair salons nearby, so honestly I just walked into one and asked if I could make an appointment, and since then I've had 2 of them. It's basically like a full-on hair washing day except extra because they're like massaging your scalp. The lady uses a brush and goes pretty intense on my head, and it feels good. She has like this cool massager scalp thing that I've never seen. There's like 4 different things. Anyways, they're all rotating and it's just like getting in there and getting the scalp clean and massaging, and she after does like a massage on the shoulders, the neck. I mean, it is just nice and it's just fun to experience. Something we tried to do in Germany, but it was just so far away, like the chiropractor and massage place from our house. I don't know, not like it was so far, but it was like 20 minutes, so it was just a lot with 2 kids, like let's get in the car to then go for an hour, and we did sometimes, but here it's a 5-minute bike ride and it's so convenient and nice. Hi, baby. Come here.
It's really perfect weather and a beautiful place to come enjoy the afternoon. Although there has been a chainsaw just like over the fence line that has been going off for half of the time that we've been here, and there is the engine chainsaw or moped, but I'm pretty sure it's a chainsaw in the background here. So one thing I did want to touch on is the onsen culture here, or like the sauna slash hot spring culture that they have here in Japan. Because there are so many volcanoes and so many like geothermal areas, they have quite a few bathhouses, and whether that's like a natural bathhouse where it has like a direct spring there, or it's like a man-made one, artificial one, where they've like drilled down to a certain place to get some of that hot water. There's quite a few of them. In fact, there's one that's just about 5 to 10 minutes walk from our house. We've yet to go to it. We do want to. We just haven't made the time quite yet for it, but it's super nice because there are quite a few, even in like the bigger cities. There are a lot of people that go there quite frequently and they enjoy, just like they did in Europe, especially like in Germany. You go to the sauna, you would have the different sauna rooms and the hot baths and stuff, really taking time to like enjoy and like relax. But they definitely do that as well here in Japan, and we love it. And we've had a few opportunities, like when Risa's parents came, we went to an onsen at our hotel, and then we went to at least one other one. Yep, in Nagano we went to one to see the snow monkeys. There was quite a few of them that we saw along there. So it's a really fun environment, and it's a really fun practice and thing to do to just really de-stress, relax, and focus on like self-care, which definitely is something that we've loved coming from Germany, and probably prepped us much better for when we came here to take more time to do like advantages with it. And like Risa mentioned, with the massages, just really trying to emphasize more self-care and taking time for ourselves. Now, all of the things that we've touched on in this video don't go without saying that we loved our time in Europe and in Germany, and we're really excited for the time that we do get to go back, because there are so many aspects that we love about there, and we definitely miss some of them as well, but we have greatly appreciated all of the conveniences here in Japan, especially being able to have so many different opportunities in a more populated area. I think that's one thing that we've mentioned several times before. We love traveling and visiting different countries, getting to see different cultures, customs, and like, I guess, day-to-day activities that people get involved with, just like coming here to this nature park and going to the beach or going to the onsen, or going to one of our favorite things is the konbinis. It's just one of the ways we've been able to connect with Japanese culture here, and we're really looking forward to spending more time getting to know more of the local area and finding little hidden gems, because there are so many places to go around here. We're just scratching the surface, so looking forward to more of them as the time comes. As I close out this video here, I wanted to ask anyone else who's lived in Japan or lives in Japan right now, like, what are some of your favorite things that you've done that are unique to anywhere else in the world? So go ahead and leave that in the comments below, and we're definitely looking forward to hearing some of those responses. Thanks again for being here, everyone. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video.
It's in German!